So what we're going to do today is we're still talking about end behavior, but we're going to look at end behavior from equations. So wonder if we don't know what these four equations look like, how can we tell which way their arrows are pointing, okay? So in order to do that, we're first going to summarize the different types of equations that we can have. Okay, so when we're doing this, we're only going to care about the leading term. So this is the term with the biggest degree. So this is the only thing that I'm going to care about. Okay, this is the term with the biggest degree. This is the only thing I care about. Okay, so let's first look at, there's four different cases. We could have a leading coefficient that's positive and a leading degree that's odd. Okay, so let's look at that case first. Okay. So here are some examples. We could have y equals a to the x. So we know an a could be any number we want. A in this case is 1 because that's what a is. That's what it says right here. So we want the leading coefficient to be positive and we want the leading degree to be odd. So which way do our arrows point? Okay, well if you look at this graph right here, the left arrow is pointing towards negative infinity and then the right arrow is pointing to positive infinity. So wonder if I change the a value, is that still true? Well yes, if I change it to a positive 5.8. The left arrow, this arrow is still pointing down, and then the right arrow is still pointing up. So no matter what a value I put in there, okay, my left arrow is always pointing towards negative infinity, and my right arrow is always pointing towards positive infinity. Okay, well, wonder if I change the leading degree from 1. So let's change it to a positive 3. Is that same thing still true? So these are all positive a values, and it's still true. My left arrow is pointing down. My right arrow is still pointing up. Well, let's say we have an odd leading degree of a positive 5. Is that still true? These are all positives. It still looks exactly similar graph to me. So we can summarize our ending behavior as x approaches negative infinity. So this is my left arrow. My y is also pointing towards negative infinity. Okay, what's my right arrow still doing? My right arrow is still pointing towards positive infinity. Okay, so now let's look if my leading coefficient is negative. So let's change this a to a negative. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Well, look, my arrow's now flipped. This left arrow is now pointing up, and my right arrow is now pointing down. Okay, and it doesn't matter which one I have because it's still the same. Left arrow is pointing up, left arrow is pointing up, left arrow is pointing up. No matter which leading degree, as long as it's odd, my arrow on the left is always pointing up and my right arrow is pointing down. So this is the same notation from yesterday. Nothing has changed. Okay? So hopefully that was clear. If not, as long as you know this, then that's what I'm looking for. Okay? So now let's do it. Let's do if the leading degree is even. So that means my exponent is now even. Okay? So I have x squared, that's an even. X to the 4th, that's even. X to the 6th, that's even. My leading degree is even. That's my leading exponent, or my biggest exponent. Okay? So let's see. If a is positive, right now a is 1. So this is like 1x squared. 1x to the 4th. 1x to the 6th. So let's graph all of them at the same time. They all look like U-shapes to me. And they still all stay U-shapes no matter what positive value my A is, my arrows are always pointing up. Okay? So I know that as x approaches negative infinity, so this is my left arrow. My left arrow is pointing up. Okay? My right arrow, oops, sorry, that should be an x first. So my right arrow, so as x approaches positive infinity, that's my right arrow, it's also pointing up. Okay? Now let's look when A is negative. What do you think is going to happen? Hopefully you said they're pointing down. So if A is negative, it's pointing down. And notice that both of my arrows are the same. So that's how I like to remember it. And I'll tell you that in a second. I'll show you what I mean. Once I write this. So this means as x approaches negative infinity, my left arrow is pointing down because that's negative infinity for my y. As x approaches positive infinity, that's my right arrow. What is my right arrow doing? It's also pointing down, so that's negative infinity, because negative infinity is at the bottom. Okay? So now let's try to figure out, based on our chart, what it's going to look like for example 1. Okay? So in example 1, I have y equals 2x to the 10th power, okay? So we have to look at our leading term. So this is our leading term because that's the one with the biggest exponent, okay? So let's first look at our leading coefficient. This is our leading coefficient. This number in front, that's a 2. So it's positive. It's positive. So we have two choices to choose from. Okay, now I have to look at my leading degree. This exponent is a positive, it's a 10. That's an even number. So which way are my arrows going to face? Both of my arrows are going to face up. So that means I would say as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, y also approaches positive infinity. So basically this notation says as x approaches negative infinity, that means my arrow on the left is going to point up, because that's what it says right here, it points up. And then it says as x approaches positive infinity, that means my right arrow is going to point up, because y is also up. So my graph should look something like this, maybe like this, something like that. Some kind of U-shaped graph like that, okay? And we can double check our answer because I have it graphed right here. Okay, and see our graph, our blue graph is similar to the red graph. My blue graph is a little fatter, but that's okay. We at least have the general shape, and we know that both of our arrows point up, so we are good in that respect. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at the next one. Oh man, I don't know how to do this without, I'll just, okay. Because I want to leave this there. Okay, so now let's look at example 2. We gotta move example 2 up, because if I don't want to erase my chart, but I need to erase this other part. Okay, so example 2, sorry about this. Okay, let's look at our leading term, x to the 35th power. It is positive because there's no negative in front of the x, so that's a positive 1. And then this exponent is odd, so that means as x approaches negative infinity, so my left arrow is pointing down because y approaches negative infinity, like that. And then as x approaches positive infinity, my right arrow, it's going to point up because it says y approaches positive infinity. So my arrow is going to look something like that with the two arrows pointing on either end. So this is the notation that I would write. X approaches negative infinity, Y approaches negative infinity, X approaches positive infinity, Y approaches positive infinity. So my graph should look something like that in blue. It's probably not going to be exactly like that. It might have a little more humps and curves and stuff. But see, basically, the arrows are pointing in the correct direction, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay? So hopefully that was pretty clear. If it's not clear, let me know, and I can try to summarize this for you in a different way. So go ahead and start on the practice. This chart will be your best friend.